Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining. We do have assistant coach Dennis Williams with us. Please raise your hand if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Derek, go ahead, my friend.
Hi, Dennis. How are you doing?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I just want to ask you about the special teams and I guess the power play and kind of. I know you guys practiced that today, but what are you kind of looking for? You got so many talented players out there. I guess how do you kind of decide your two units?
Well, I think we got to start with a shot first mindset. We've talked as a staff about finding some chemistry over the next few days and really focusing on falling a lot of pucks to the net and having a working mindset.
In a short camp like this, does it have to be simplified? I guess, do you have to look at it and say, we need a big shot from the point, fight for pucks and things like that? You can't get too fancy?
Yeah, I definitely think so. When you get this type of group together, it's easy to stay on the outside, move pucks around, not play inside the dots and playing more of a soft skill hockey. We want to be inside the dots. We want to be inside the blue paint. Like I said, we want to be strong on our retrievals and really focus on outnumbering guys at the net front.
And when it comes to penalty killing, I guess I know you have some guys that do kill for their teams. How do things look in that regard?
Well, I think that takes time. You know, you're dealing with a lot of players coming from different teams that kill a different way as well. So it's going to take some video and some practice and some reps and trying to find some continuity among forwards and deep pairing. So as we worked on it today was really our first day of being able to get out there and work on special teams for 15, 20 minutes. All we were looking for on both sides of the puck is to lay a foundation. And I thought it was a really good 20 minutes for us.
Now, last one for me, just second day of practice here in Banff. Do you kind of feel the team coming together? I know it's tough when you have a selection camp and everyone's fighting for spots, but now that the spots are here, is there still that competition for placements and assignments and things like that? Or how do you see the team coming together here in the last couple of days?
Well, I think with any type of club, you always have competition and you want external competition. That's healthy. That's guys pushing each other out there to become better players, to become a better team. And being able to be on the ice the last 2 days with the guys, you can definitely see how well they gel together, not only on the ice, but off the ice. So we've been really happy with the group, the work ethic, the commitment off the ice, the buy-in. And so right now we want to continue to push them to outside of their comfort level so that when we get to this competition in the tournament, we're comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Welcome back, everyone. We do have player Cole Perfetti at the podium. Please raise your hand if you have any question. Go ahead.
Cool. I guess I saw you guys working on special teams today. I just want to ask you about obviously the importance of special teams in a tournament like this, but you got so many talented players on this team. I guess how is it decided who's playing on what special teams? And then when you do guys get on those units, how do you kind of create that chemistry that, you know, when you're playing on a team, it usually takes some time to develop?
Yeah. For the first part of that, obviously special teams is a big part of this tournament. You know, usually the team that wins is the team with the best power play and the best PK. That's just how it is in a short competition tournament. You know, you don't have a lot of time to build on it, and you know, you have to be pretty strong and executing at all levels, pretty much from the get-go. So special teams is huge, and you know, coach is going to put a huge emphasis on that, and you know, we're going to work on that lots. And you know, come the 26th, I think we're going to be ready, and special teams is going to be hopefully clicking on all cylinders, and that's going to be big for us. You know, for the who gets to play and where, I think that's kind of, you know, we don't get to, the players don't see those decisions or stuff like that. We kind of just show up and you're told where you are, and you know, you go out there and play. I think everyone on this team is, you know, a power play half wall, or you know, runs the power play at the top within their club team. So you know, it's going to be a tough decision for the coaches to make, but I think the special part about this team is you can put anyone in any spot on either power play or penalty killer or anything, and the skill level, the talent, you know, the high IQ is going to take over, and you're going to be able to adapt and learn the position if you haven't played that already. So you know, it's just going to take a little bit of time getting used to, but you know, a couple skates, a couple practice, a couple pre-tournament games, and I think everyone should be running good.
small window like this, you guys are only together for a couple of weeks. Do you kind of have to simplify things on the power play when you start off and then kind of work from there?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the mindset right now is, you don't want to pass or stick handle the puck into the net. Coach kind of been harping on us for that 5-on-5 and power play wise. Kind of a shoot first mentality and pucks to the net. And, the teams that have the best power play percentage, they're not scoring the back door, seam, one-timers all the time. They're scoring the kind of rebounds, greasy goals, having traffic at the net, stuff like that. All the stuff that doesn't look the best, but, it gets results. So I think that's really important for us that we're just going to, start with the simple stuff. And then I think the skill is going to take over and the high IQ will take over and you'll see some, high-end stuff.
Can you give me a thought on this year's tournament? Last year was obviously a kind of a unique event when there was no fans and it was kind of a sterile environment. And this year they're obviously expecting a full building every time you guys play. What's that going to be like, you think, for this group?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, especially for the guys from last year. I mean, it's special for anyone to play on home ice with the fans like that. But, for the guys last year, for myself, it's not how anytime you play World Juniors, it's a huge honor and amazing experience. But, the fans play such an important role and it's kind of how you dream of it as a kid. So it's going to be really exciting having, the building full. And, I think you'll see the energy and the pace of play and the level of play elevate to another level this year. I think if that's what the fans bring and the energy in the rink is going to be a lot higher. So it's exciting and I'm really looking forward to playing that first game and seeing what it's like and having that whole country behind your back.
And for the guys from last year, I guess, can you just give me a thought on the leadership role you guys have to take this year? Because it is practically a new team going into this tournament and you guys have been there before. What kind of leadership role do you guys have to take?
Yeah, I think it's going to be big. Only having 3 guys returning, we're a fresh team. We got a good blend of 02s, 03s, obviously the 04 and 05. So we got the mix of the young and old kind of guys. And I think it's going to be really important that, everyone plays a leadership role. There's something for everyone to do on this team, both on and off the ice, that is going to be crucial and vital for our success. So I think if everyone plays their role and does what they're expected to do and need to do, I think this team's going to be really successful. And, obviously the experience that the 3 of us had last year and what we went through, and it's definitely beneficial. And when the times get tough, maybe the guys will, lean on us or whatever. But I think, with the skill, the kind of group that we have, it's expected that everyone is to play their role and to be a leader in some way. So.
Thanks, Cole. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.